And I think we are live.
This is wonderful.
Yes, Alex, welcome
Yay.
to another conversation.
Oh,
We are having a Monday conversation, which is
yes.
totally different. We don't normally get together on Mondays in this forum. We normally get together with our mentor, Mia,
Yeah.
on Mondays, but it's so good to talk to you today. And we are going to start having these wonderful conversations about ascension. So,
Yeah, this is it's
welcome.
the perfect timing. This is the perfect timing. And we are getting this pause week with Mia. So afterwards, we are going to adjust our agendas to have these conversations quite frequently, I suppose. Huh?
Yes, and it feels just about like the perfect timing because
hmm
there's a lot of things going on with the energy right now. So, it just felt right to start talking about these things. But before we do you want to start with a meditation or do you want me to, or how do you want to?
Yeah, I can go on with this. I
Okay.
can start with the meditation because we need to open the
Yes.
space.
Let's open the space.
Oh, let's open this sacred space. So, put your feet on the ground, relax your shoulders. Just take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale through your mouth. One more time, just to calm down the energies around. With this beautiful intention of taking a deep inhale through the nose and calling this light to take part in this moment into the body and out through the mouth, all the fatigue, the preoccupations, what is not necessary anymore, and just taking this moment to just silent and to be in contact with your body through your breath. Another deep inhale. Exhale, relaxing the shoulders. Take your attention to the center of your chest in your heart space. Just feel your beats and with intention ignite the center of your heart. With each inhale, this light becomes brighter. And with the exhale, we expand this light, our heart, our blueprint, shoulder to shoulder, an arm length to each side of the body, above your head, under your feet, in front of your body, behind, all around. Feel your body in this bubble of light. And together we send this beautiful light of ours down to Mother Earth and connect with Mother Earth with intention, feeling, sensing, or seeing beautiful roots or maybe crystals. This is so beautiful. Maybe crystals coming down till we can touch Mother's heart and we make this connection heart to heart, being present, feeling safe. So we breathe in Mother's Earth energy up through your feet, your legs, the waist, and go up to your chest, out from your crown chakra, and up, getting out of the earth, touching the sky above our sun, and going to connect with God's source light. Intent to connect with God's source. And with an exhale, we let this light of God coming down and through us, entering our body and going down to Mother Earth, connecting with Mother Earth, breathing her energy of love up through our light pillar, up to God's source, and letting this light of God come and bathe our energetic bodies and our body, coming down, down. Inhale this divine feminine which nourishes with open the arms of love, caring. And exhale this God source and that divine masculine, creating this balance. We come to the heart space again and we merge. We merge this divine feminine, the divine masculine, balancing, creating space. And we open this space and we call this space, we call our light family our guides. And we ask Godfather, Godmother, our karmic boards, the archangelic powers, our ascended masters, to merge deeply and fully with us here and now, through all dimensions of our fields. We ask our divine selves, our ascension councils, to work in harmonious group consciousness together with us fully here and now, so that only the highest and the highest and the highest can be fully integrated and activated today. We call our beloved family of light, and only light beings that are 100% in service to the eternal living light of God and the law of one, of which we all serve. We ask for a temple of grounding to anchor and activate through all dimensions of our fields, giving us purpose, presence. We ask a temple of unity to anchor and activate through all dimensions of our fields. We ask a temple of non-judgment, tolerance, and openness to anchor and activate through all dimensions of our fields. We run blue light through all technologies, and we cocoon our soul extensions and aspects in this sacred space. So we take a deep inhale through the nose. We connect this heart center that's beautifully open. Take a couple of breaths through your light pillar. Move your feet, your hands. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Yeah.
Blessings. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. And at the very end, one of my favorite, Kuan Yin, came to me.
Mm.
She brought this beautiful, beautiful, um, it wasn't an orchid. It is, I'm trying to think of the flower. Um, and she, um, it was basically, it's not judgment. It's this level of, it's mercy, we're to have, offer peace and harmony, release all that.
Mhm, mhm.
It's this beautiful, um, beauty, beauty when we just release all those other things and we put those pillars up. It just feels so good.
Yeah, because
Just feels
we have
so
so
good.
many. We've been living with so
Grace.
many. Yeah, that's
Grace.
it,
That's what it
grace.
was. It was grace.
Mhm.
I had to think of the right word. It was grace. It wasn't mercy. It was grace.
I could feel you. This is
Oh,
beautiful.
that was so, so beautiful.
Mm.
It was just such a beautiful feeling in my heart. I could feel it all in my heart the most. That was just, yes, to offer
Yeah, because
grace.
you feel this, you know this, that we have all these cords attached to us, all these beliefs, all these things that we've been living through all our lives, and in fact, it doesn't allow us to feel free and to express our divinity, our light, and our true self, because there are a lot of judgments outside, and people just put themselves in the boxes to be accepted. And in fact, behind of this is, what can I do to be loved?
Yeah,
And we're in this searching for love and acceptation and not being abandoned, and all these things that we've been fighting and trying to understand. And sometimes we are very hard to ourselves because we forget that we are in this little box of judgments, and we create all this, I don't know, this masks to
yeah.
so as the others can have pleasure in what they're seeing, and we can be comfortable because we feel loved and accepted. This is
It-
something really, really, this non-judgment temple was something that came out, and we need to free ourselves from this.
I totally understand where you're coming from because that judgment comes from our own inner wounds.
Hmm.
And when we can release all that, we're able to work on our own wounds and look at what's going on in ourself and not worry about that and give other people just that love and not and just and that grace and just offer it. She's so kind about it. She's so
She's
loving
beautiful.
about it. It's just a beautiful, beautiful um, way of expressing it, because by doing that, it's like you are just going back to yourself and giving yourself that flow to heal, because and that goes totally with what's going on in the moment, because right now we are encouraged to do that healing, but in a flow state, in a relaxed flow state, all the way up to Lionsgate. Right now, it's like there's so much light coming in, but it's
Yeah.
going to continue to come in. And so we're encouraged to do it on our own path and our own level, because there's going to be so much, and we're not, to do it in a
We are
relaxed
not, yeah, in
state.
fact, we are not used to do this inner work in this profound way deep. We need to dig deeper. We need, because um I always say, even to my children, that the treasure is really inside, and we need to work a lot and sweat to get this treasure out of the sand, because it's in the sand, is digged in the sand. So we need to get this treasure that is our beautiful selves. And when we just simply get away and afraid of touching this part of ours that are getting in this shadow part, that we don't like to look at it. And in fact, when we looked at it, and we each time we are triggered by a person or a situation, we just have to be thankful and in gratitude, because this situation, those people are just there reflecting our inner selves in a way, so as we can shine and our
Grow,
lights.
grow.
Yeah, and grow, just grow in
Because
grace, grow in forgiveness, because we are very hard to ourselves.
I
We
think
we
we're harder on ourselves most of all.
hmm
When it comes down to it, most people are most are their own inner critic. They're most difficult or most strict on themselves before anyone else, and that's
yeah.
why the judgment
hmm
comes up.
hmm
I am always having to look at the fact that I'm having to clear perfectionism in myself. So that's most definitely something that is always the case. You know,
Because we are never satisfied with what we are able to do. We are looking for something higher and higher and higher. It's. I was an athlete,
yeah.
um, for Ironman, I would say more than 10 years. And I was um, always in this process of training that made me um, understand that the, the competitions
Hmm.
were just the end of the line, not the end of the line of a competition, but it was the objective, because everything was so difficult to the trainings, and it hurts. I remember swimming here in Switzerland. The weather is, I suppose, in US as well,
It
as
would
it's
get
the same.
cold.
It's very difficult in the winter,
Yeah.
and the water in the lake, oh my god, it was so cold. And I remember arriving at home with this mark of glasses, and my husband told me, Alex, what is going on? I said, I'm training. So it was so hard, those trainings, and
I believe it.
raining
It's
days and
crazy.
stormy days. And
Did
in
you wear
fact, when yeah,
did
in
you wear
fact,
like a suit?
yes,
And it
yeah,
was
yeah,
still really cold, I bet.
still really cold. I almost died twice anyway. But
Yeah,
when you
that's
arrive at
crazy that's very strong, that you were able to physically endure that type of training. I mean, you have a lot of strength in that. I
I'm I,
commend
I'm
you for
kind
that.
I'm very I'm a very I'm physically very strong, That's why I can't take a lot of
Yeah.
light, I would say.
Well,
My
you
light
you've
quotient is so
I
high.
yes, I know, and you've gone through you do a lot of physical things in that way. I've gone through a lot of things, but I really give you a lot of strength for all the stuff you've done. That's amazing. That's, you know.
It was necessary so as I can learn the process as well.
Uh,
That the competition is not, of course, it's an objective. Like we have
yeah,
the objective of ascending. We want to be better people, better human beings.
I understand.
And I really believe this. This is why I'm still on Earth.
Well, no, that's I I've seen
Do
people
you
do those
understand what I mean?
triathlons, and I'm like, "Wow, that's so cool, that's amazing." But me physically, I mean, I just couldn't even if I was completely fit, I couldn't imagine doing it. So the fact that you did those, I give you a lot of I mean, that's amazing.
You learn
I
a lot, Chris. You learn a
Yeah,
lot
that's
with the
just
competitions.
amazing.
I can tell that maybe it's hard, but the main thing is that we need to take care of our body, because I said, I suppose I posted something with the David, Tim Wilder's um, mentor, and I suppose he's one of his ascended masters right now. He's on one of his guides. He spoke about that lately, and one of the books, soul psychology.
Okay.
It's like a Bible. You read it, and all this collection of work of Joshua, and
Oh, wow.
it's interesting that he says that
Carrie says hello.
we need to think as we do with our physical body. If you put bad food and if you eat bad food, you're
Yeah.
not going to have a healthy life for
Yeah.
longer. I'm a TCM doctor, and I can tell you that people eat very bad.
Mhm.
So when he said that, he said also that it's the same thing. If you compare your mind with your body, you cannot put bad thoughts in your mind, because it's going the same way. So if you think in the bad things, it's going to project energetically. You work with quantum medicine, you
Yeah.
know this. You create this, you manifest this, and the body
Yeah.
is the same thing.
I agree. Um, whether it's bad food, bad thoughts, or even you are around a chemical, they all have a certain vibration.
So
And
it's up to
so,
us to decide that. Don't you agree?
oh yeah,
What we think and what we eat. So
what we think, what we eat, what we're around,
that's it.
all of that, how we treat our bodies. And
Hmm.
so in the quantum, we can feel those vibrations, and d- we can when I'm testing someone, whether they're, for health or something, you can feel if they have eaten food that has something that is not aligned with their highest good. Or you can feel if they're thinking thoughts that are not connected with something that they're trying to do. If they're trying to manifest something, you can feel that there's beliefs that are not aligned with that. Or if they are like my husband has been at work and he comes home and he's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm really, really sick." I have been able to clear him of chemicals that he has been in touch with at work because he had a reaction to those toxins, and then he was okay again because, you know, the there was that vibration and it was an overload and he just needed the quantum to, but that's the thing. Our bodies know, our subconscious mind always knows what's in our highest good. It's just our ego mind
Yeah.
is going to
We
tell us
just need,
something different.
y- yeah, we just need to be coherent. If you're not coherent, things is not going to be balanced.
Hmm.
If we think, energetically speaking, we are sending waves outside. So these waves are going to touch everything outside. Can you imagine what it can do inside of our bodies?
Oh yeah,
Can you
it's
imagine? This
eh,
is so close. This is the closest is our cells. Our cells are just bathing in water. And everything we speak, everything we think of, everything we eat, it needs to be coherent in the ways that we want to live our lives. So um, if we do not walk in the same way of our thoughts in our eating life, nothing's gonna be manifested uh, in the way we would like to, because it's not the same thing. It's
well, yeah,
just the
that's when we
opposite.
have energetic
And people,
blocks.
yeah, and what is sad is that people expect miracles. You know, Chris,
Yeah,
I do believe in miracles. I really do, because we have human beings don't know the power that
of their own body.
yeah,
They
we
don't
are not aware.
understand.
It's
We're all.
beyond our comprehension.
Hmm.
So um, when I'm telling you this is, you talked about your quantum medicine. Well, I know about it by my inner wisdom that I have of my past lives.
You work with it all the time.
Yeah,
You do.
my God, yeah.
Yes,
I
you
work.
work with it whether
I
you really.
cannot talk about it. I cannot make like a book myself, but if I channel, I can write everything you want about it. I don't know. I said, come on, guys, talk to me about it. And they just
No,
do it.
it's funny because when I started doing Reiki, it was like, I know this. I've known this all along. It was like, I've been doing, I've known this my whole time. It just started to just come in the more I started doing that. And that's how I think we all have these, and that's what I love to see in other people is
Mhm.
when they connect, they align so much that it just comes from their higher self. I think we all have that ability.
Yeah,
It's
we just
just
forgot. Well, we forgot that we have this ability. I think I remember now. So things manifest very fast in my life because I just went to this process, and I suppose you also, this process of um, truly trust in this manifestation power, because I truly believe that we are all um, in a part of God. So we have God inside of us. So
yeah,
we are God, and God is perfect.
yeah,
God manifests whatever He wants. And God loves us as a father. And as a father, He doesn't want any of us have some lack of something, lack of health, lack of money, lack of whatever. And He just wants the best. But as a father as well, um, He gives their his creations, the free will, and
yeah. Well, because we're
we
supposed
can
to learn.
decide. This is so much love that we can decide whatever um, we want.
Mhm.
But now we have also, now we cannot decide too much anymore because Earth is ascending.
Yeah.
And the only thing that we have to decide is, am I on this train or not? What am I doing to get, what am I doing? What do I have to do to get on the train? If not, yeah.
Well, it's pretty, I mean,
Mm.
things are pretty,
Right now, there is no
they're
more option.
dividing. Yeah.
Earth is
It's pretty,
ascending and it's unstoppable. Nothing can
yeah.
stop the process. It's going to happen. It's happening already
Yeah.
because we are feeling all these symptoms, shifts, I would say,
Yeah.
differences that we are not very used to feel them. But I'm in gratitude because, oh, come on,
Well,
finally.
yes, it's exciting because you can feel it, everything is being confirmed so regularly. And I feel, I've like this Merkaba that is happening for
Mhm,
Lionsgate,
mhm,
I have been feeling for at least 6 months.
mhm.
And now it's being confirmed, and it's like Christmas times 20.
Yes.
It's like so exciting to me. It's like I can feel this Lionsgate is very, very substantial.
Yeah.
It's a very, very substantial Lionsgate. The energy of everyone, it's like um uh, the climax is getting just a little stronger, little stronger. And there's reasons for it. It's like they're telling us, okay, Lionsgate s- has a lot of reasons for that energy. All of the beings come together, and it's
Yes.
we're connecting for an ascension
Mhm,
process.
mhm.
People are to make their
Celebrating,
yes,
celebration. This is about
yes.
celebration. But
It's a
to
huge
be in this body,
celebration.
yeah. But the thing I'm hearing my guide say right now, we are celebrating. But to get in the party, to get this ticket, we need to think right now. Really look inside of ourselves and see what serves our hearts. What is
Yeah.
it's what has to do with our hearts, is that yeah, is
Merlin
that
is. He is.
yeah.
Carrie says Merlin is working so hard supporting us
Yes,
to get ready
yes.
for Lionsgate. Merlin is one of the people
Hmm,
who is creating this Merkaba.
hmm.
I can feel that. I've been feeling that for months. And it's just, I can feel this Merkaba. I can feel all of the different colors and Carrie was talking about the, uh, oh, I can feel all of it. The, there's it's not only just the violet flame, but it's
No,
the one with the
there is the
color.
emerald, the emerald gray, the
It's
emerald
it's
ray.
the
It's
it's the one with all the colors to it.
the triple flame. This is the
no,
silver, the silver,
the
diamond, and violet flame.
yeah, but it has all of the yeah, it has there's a particular name Tim was talking about this
Hmm,
morning,
hmm.
and it's yeah, thank you, Carrie. Golden Rainbow Flame. That's the one
Golden
that
rainbow fly fire.
yeah, the Golden Rainbow Fire. That is, I
I
feel
am
that
the peace the
of
world
our
desire.
fire. I am
I
the
repeat
Golden
this.
Rainbow Fire. Yes,
I
I
am the
can
golden
feel
rainbow
I
fire. I'm
can
the
feel
peace.
that one
Uh-huh.
in in the
Yeah,
Lionsgate
in the
being
etheric
yeah.
energy of Earth. Yes, it's right
Yes,
there.
it's
I
all
can
there.
see it right
That's
now.
why
Yeah.
we're all a certain color for the Lionsgate, because we're all going to activate the Golden Rainbow Fire.
There are so many beings, so many light
Yes,
beings coming through
we are
this. We
it's
need
gonna
to,
be
we need to,
oh,
we need really
I'm so
need
excited for it.
to stay centered, to really look inside of ourselves, to respect what our heart is telling us, and just what doesn't resonate anymore. Listen to the heart. Listen to what, and maybe there's going to be blockages, maybe there's going to be difficulties because it's not easy um, to shift this, to enter in the shift mode, so as we can embrace fully and completely this ascension process, because it is there. And the
Yeah.
only choice that we have to make right now is to choose ourselves with love. We need to be patient to us. We need to be really tolerant. We need to be kind. We need to, if we just need to listen just a little bit, be in silence, so as we can really let all this light force whisper,
I
and
was gonna say
and
activate and create,
yes,
but
they
it's almost
whisper
like
words
a
of wisdom.
it's also like this sereneness and peace and grace, I feel as well in this activation energy. And you have to, and I'm feeling it within ourselves and the whole setting of it. It's a very um, pure energy that's going to come in for this Lionsgate. It's
What
a
is beautiful,
beautiful, beautiful energy.
the, my guides are showing me, they're showing me, because there are a lot of galactics coming. Welcome, my friends, I tell them. And they're really proud of, okay, you are putting your face right there. Yes, we are. And we are brave. I love you, Chris. This is so brave of us. I'm proud. I'm proud, and you must be proud as well. Remember what we talked about last time.
Yes.
And they are just saying that um, they are showing me this synchronicity, though the energy that is coming down is so powerful and so pure that we cannot, with our 3D thoughts, neither physical body, support it. So that's why it's important this weeks before, because it's accelerating. It's in the
Okay.
very fast track we are right now. So we
Mhm.
need to take care of ourselves. So go to a detox. I don't know. Go to the nature walk. Do some yoga, and be with your friends, with your family, the people who really loves you and connect with you. This
That
is
makes
really
a lot of
important.
sense
You
because
understand? So because
yeah,
the energy is so high that you cannot, our human being body and fields energetic cannot stand this high energy. That's why there is this shock, and people are feeling dizzy, people are feeling not well. There are some diseases that are getting out of the body because there were so many low vibrations with thoughts, with, I don't know, not being respectful with towards you ourselves, that there is not synchronicity, so everything has to come out.
mhm.
Everything needs to come out, all the
Yeah,
veils.
that makes sense because I keep feeling like, going with the flow, spending a lot of time in the sun, spending a lot of time hydrating yourself, citrus, which would be detox.
Yes.
A lot of that stuff is really needed right now. Grounding energy is going to be needed. All of this stuff is going to be really important all the way up to Lionsgate
Yeah.
to and just kind of giving ourselves a little bit of extra space, extra leeway, not
Extra
being too
care.
yeah, extra
Extra
care,
care.
being not too hard on ourselves, not giving putting too much on our schedules, spending a little bit more time with family and just kind of relaxing, kind of going lighter and not being so stressed or and not being so crucial on ourselves, not being because as we release this stuff, it's going to feel better because we're still kind of releasing some stuff from
We need to
the last
purge.
couple months.
we,
Yeah.
we need to purge. The last months were so
Yeah,
intense.
watering and rest, Carrie's saying that goes along exactly with what I've been feeling as well. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
rest, a lot of water, and also just kind of giving ourselves that time. I've been feeling like a little bit more time in the garden or outside, like with the trees, or doing something outdoors-ish,
And
because we need that
meditate,
grounding. Yes,
meditate,
always
meditate.
meditate.
Search for the silent mode, because we
Yeah.
needed to calm down our minds waves. Because if we don't, we needed to change our way of thinking. It's heart thinking mode that we needed to connect now. We need to change, because the new earth is all about love, and love is directly linked to the heart and the higher heart. So maybe people are not supporting what is coming down, as so much love is coming down, that people are feeling oppressed in the chest. I have a lot of patients that are having feeling oppression in the chest, and feeling difficulties of breathing, just
Okay.
because in fact their heart chakra is so um, um, not in balance, that with this higher vibrations, and with the lower vibrations of the heart chakra, and with the not opening, it cannot match. So there is oppression, there is difficulty in breathing. There are some people that are having really people that have high pressure. They are having problems. I had patients in the cabinet that were just saying, "Oh my God, I didn't know what happened to my pressure. It went so hard that I have to go to the hospital." And I understand
I
energetically what's happening.
I have noticed, there are certain people that, like, in the last few years, blood pressure has gone up, and
But
that
now it's
makes
coming
and
more and more.
yeah,
We're
that
gonna
makes
see
so
problems with
much sense.
circulation, blood circulation, because all of everything's there. There are a lot of codes there. Our cells, our oxygen is transported by the blood. So, and I see people that come with a lot of difficulties in breathing,
Mhm.
because the air is full of new codes. is it,
Yeah.
we have to be conscious, and when we go outside in this ascension process, we need to be conscious every step we take, to the light that we are receiving
Yeah.
on our skin, and to the air we are breathing, because everything is connected.
Every time we communicate, we're giving each other codes.
Yes.
Every time we're breathing. Well,
Yeah.
and not only, the Lionsgate, from now to Lionsgate, more and more codes are going to be coming down
Hmm.
with the sun. That's just part of Lionsgate, is opening up
It's
our
part of the
chakras.
game.
Yeah, part of it. It's just part of it.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be getting that's why people kind of open up during Lionsgate. So we will be that's just why people need to kind of take it easy,
Yeah.
as well as give themselves that love and that gratitude, because that's going to make things go a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm.
When you're offering that to yourself and others, then it makes everything a little bit smoother. It's like, um, adding rose oil over everything.
Yeah, it changed so much. It's changing. It's changing. I've been triggered. Oh my God, so many times those last months, and I've been feeling this energy so hard. I've been receiving activations, downloads almost every day. And it was very funny, because my body reacted in the beginning. I was nauseous and I didn't know what was happening. And during the day, I was like, oh my God, I'm not hungry. What did I eat that I'm feeling so bad? And it took
Yeah.
a day long. And then the time went by, and every activation, the nausea reduced. And I
Yeah.
said, okay, I'm receiving an activation. I received one and I get nudges, but not all day long, only half of the day. And right now, I receive the activation. I don't know about you, but I receive it. I feel that all my cells vibrate, and I just have this comfort sensation going from my throat and my solar plexus and coming here into my head. That my body expands very much, my light body, and then it's gone. So the acceleration is as well as we can stand more light
Mhm.
if we step in the process and we think properly and we take care of ourselves. We clean what we have to clean. We eat good food because the body needs to sustain this light that is coming.
Mhm.
And yeah, and I suppose that people are suffering out there,
Yeah.
suffering a lot, and it breaks my heart sometimes because we try to tell them, and I get so frustrated. I don't know about you, Chris, because sometimes I felt like, oh my God, I can see all those things my gods are telling me. I'm telling the patients, and they are just, okay, Alex, what would I do? What they say, oh come on, get your power back. Eat good food. You don't need to come here and talk to me like this and ask, but please do your part so as miracles can happen. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Do you
Yeah.
agree with this?
No, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're there's been so many different people that including my own, people in my family and stuff. But it's for someone who has been sick themselves,
Mm,
it wasn't when I was going through the process, there's been many times when people would explain things to me and they would explain things to me, and it wasn't until I was ready to hear it
yeah.
that it I heard it.
Hmm.
And it wasn't anything about the way they were explaining
Hmm.
it.
Hmm. It's only your time.
Yeah, I had to be ready
Hmm.
to
Yeah.
be receptive to hearing it. And then when I was receptive to hearing it, all the things that they had said in the past, I it was like I had a piggy bank and I
Yeah.
could hear
Hmm.
all that stuff
Hmm. Hmm.
as a recording, or it was like a piggy bank of recordings or something,
Yes,
because
it
I
is.
could remember it all. I was like, "Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, why didn't I listen to all these things
Hmm.
before?" So it all came back. So it's not necessarily that those people aren't listening, but maybe they're just not ready to act,
Of course, of
you
course.
know? So
I
that's
have
why.
even patient. I'm sorry. I have even
Oh,
patients that just, they come with
mhm,
the intention of being treated by acupuncture.
mhm,
They are on they lay on the bed. I have the needles. You know what the body do
yeah.
does? It just throw the needle out because there's so much resistance. Even
Oh, in the
though the
muscle.
person, yes, the
Okay, that
muscle
makes sense.
response is that it puts the needle out of the body. And
That
I
makes
a
sense.
lot of patients did this, and it need, even though they were receptive, even though they were there wanting for some change, want to get healthier, and thinking about their mental, spiritual, emotional lives and physical bodies as well. But the body response was just incredibly the opposite of what the person um was doing.
Yes. Carrie says she totally understands this. She put on 4 stones on on in weight. It was like a self-destruction. Yes, resistance, but now I'm so conscious of caring for my body. It was all part of my spiritual journey, healing my wounds, overcoming barriers and resistance.
That's totally this. The
Yeah.
more the more we can look at ourselves with compassion, without judgment, that everything that is there is just experience. And we are allowed to live these experiences.
Yeah, there's where that grace comes in. It's like,
This
it's
is
okay. This is just part of the journey. We're just experiencing this for there was a reason we experienced this. We had to go through these emotions or this experience.
yeah,
We're learning something along the way. What have we learned?
yeah,
And
this is
before
beautiful.
you know it, usually I can make a list of the things I've learned. you know, there's usually a huge list.
And this is
So,
this is wonderful because um, when you experience things, I heard something really beautiful from Tim Wilde. I'm a super fan of
I
him. I
am
think
too.
he's a very kind human being and being. And he said once, um, how would an angel, if you were in a situation that triggers you, how would an angel react? What would an angel do in a situation like that triggers you? And since he said that, it's been like a year and a half I heard this. I'm just living my life, and every time I am triggered, I said, oh my God, if I were an angel, what would I do right now?
Well, it's true, but when you put yourself in that perspective, it
Oh, come
changes.
on. Why not? Why
Yes,
not? Anyway, all the angels, archangels, they learn through us. This
Carrie
is
loves
true.
that.
There's
Well,
no other way.
and I've thought about, how did Kuan Yin do this? What would
Yeah.
Kuan Yin do? What would, what would one of these people do if they were right here struggling
This
with
is the
this?
question we need to ask. So it's just
Yes.
simple as that. And that puts us in this higher perspective like an eagle. Once I was so I was so angry. I was in the mountains, and I suppose it was October 2020. I was in the mountains, and I was having this big huge download, and I was just there in the balcony looking at the mountains, and I said, Ashtar, could you please tell me what is going on with this earth? And I was like seeing things like, oh my God, I'm not even here. And everything was so strange. And I have this channeling, and very beautiful. And he said to me, look, look as if you were in the eyes of an eagle. The
That's
eagle
beautiful.
gets higher and higher, is the bird that flies the highest ways possible, that can fly higher. So he looks in a higher perspective, and then he circles and he just go this way till he finds the really thing to do. So it's a
Yeah.
higher perspective, higher vision, and then he knows exactly what he's going to do. So when he told me this, I said, "Oh my God, this is so beautiful." I was that, okay, so I have to think like an angel when I'm triggered, and I have to look things in a higher perspective like an eagle. So I am not a human being, I'm an angel, and I am a bird.
But that's cool though. That's cool.
Yeah, that's it. So Yeah, I think we're doing
Mm,
our best, and we are brave because our souls just said yes to be here right now.
mhm.
And as star seeds that we are, I think we are here to serve. I am here to serve,
Oh, yeah.
and this is my purpose.
Me
This is
too.
my higher purpose, and I commit to serve God's will. I commit to serve my soul's purpose, and I'm ready. And I'm here to help. I'm here to help those that um, want to be helped, and to tell them you can do everything you want. You are a powerful being, and giving them this empowerment, because we are free beings. We are
Yes.
sovereign, and
Sovereign,
yeah,
free.
and we are gods. And people have problems of saying this, but I don't. And because I truly believe that I have God inside of me and all around me and everywhere. So
We are
I am part of him
all
and he is part
aspects.
of me, as I am part of you and you are part of me. So we are all one, the law of one. And this is the
Yes.
most beautiful thing that can we can live right now. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to to have learned how to ground myself and
Yeah.
be in love with earth. For me, it means I am in service.
Being able to develop our own pillar, knowing our own strength,
Yeah.
growing that, being able to develop, who we are and heal those wounds within us. These are very core elements, and it really strengthens that individual. And I look forward to offering those things to other people as well.
And we are powerful together. We are
Very,
powerful
very
together.
powerful together. And
Mhm.
I love that I have found some of my soul family that,
Oh, this is so cool.
my sisters,
This is so cool.
It is
This
cool,
is so
you know?
cool.
It's very beautiful.
This is so cool.
Yes.
You
It's
know what
very
I feel?
beautiful.
I I'm being I've been sad, just so as we can put our hands in our hearts right now, and they are showing me the threefold flame
Yeah, I can.
of love, wisdom, and power inside of our hearts, igniting it. So we breathe in, we exhale, and just let this beautiful flame, three, love, wisdom, and power expand, expand. Oh, yanoro no yatata siyadaya. Shu yunoro no yataya. They say this is your inner flame ignited. Remember him, remember who you are. They say, remember who you are. Remember Ranno Yataya. Tu yunurututaya ya shuya. Shurno Yataya. Mm.
Is it?
Feeling Mother
Yeah.
Earth connecting, sending this inner presence, this inner power, this inner love, this inner wisdom, sharing with Mother Earth. She's happy with her arms open.
It's okay.
Mm,
Feels
just
very good.
receiving. Oh, oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know, Chris, if you want to seal the space. I suppose we are
Yes.
getting.
Yes. So we ask for this energy to be sealed and to integrate with grace and ease and love, peace, honor, respect, love, light, and empowerment. And we send all this energy and work down to Gaia and accessible for the souls who are ready to receive. We thank the Divine Mother, the Divine Father, the angels, archangels, the ascended masters, the karmic board, and the divine presence, our guides, our archangels, our ascended councils, the temples, Mother Gaia. We thank you, thank you, thank you. Taking a deep breath, feel up and down your own unique pillar. Feeling your divine feminine, your divine masculine. Feeling that beautiful rainbow energy coming in. Sealing it up. So be it, so be it, so be it. Breathe deeply. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Oh, thank